Can a haircut really take 10 years off your appearance? Yes, when it's the right one. If you're over 60 and your reflection doesn't match how vibrant you feel inside, this is for you. As we age, the truth about haircuts, hair changes. Maybe it's lost volume, shape, or that spark you used to love. But here's the truth. You don't need to chase trends or fight age. You just need a cut that works with you, not against you. Today, I'll show you 3 modern, face-flattering haircuts backed by expert advice and designed especially for women over 60 that can instantly boost your confidence and give you a younger, softer, and more radiant look. We're not here to chase youth. We're here to enhance elegance. Every haircut I'll show you today has been chosen for a reason, because it lifts the features that time tends to pull down, because it's low maintenance for real life, and because it respects the beauty that comes with age. You don't need a dramatic makeover, just a thoughtful one. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through the science, psychology, and expert hairstylist insights behind each cut. And I'll share tips to help you find the one that fits your face, your lifestyle, and your version of beauty. Ready to rediscover your sparkle without changing who you are? Let's begin. Hair isn't just hair. It's memory, identity, personality. Think about it. How many major moments in your life were marked by a new cut, a fresh style, a bold change? But as we grow older, something subtle starts to happen. We stop seeing ourselves the way we used to. The mirror doesn't lie, but it doesn't always tell the whole story either. The truth is, aging hair brings challenges, thinning, dryness, loss of volume or shine, and yet it also opens a door to something powerful, reinvention. According to research published in Psychology Today, our hairstyle directly influences how others perceive our age, vitality, and even our mood, and more importantly, how we feel about ourselves. Hair sits on the highest part of our body. It frames our expressions, our laughter, our thoughts. It's a visual headline for who we are. A well-chosen haircut can actually lift the face, soften features, and project energy and warmth. And no, this isn't about chasing trends or hiding who we are. It's about honoring who we are and choosing a style that mirrors the elegance and confidence we've earned over a lifetime. When you choose a haircut that suits your face shape, your hair's natural texture, and your lifestyle, you're not just refreshing your look, you're refreshing how you feel. Because let's be honest, we're not trying to look 25 again. We're trying to look like us, strong, beautiful, alive, but with a little more lift, a little more polish, and a little less of the heaviness time can bring. So let's get into it. The first haircut on our list is a timeless favorite that flatters almost every face type and adds instant softness without needing a single drop of dye. If there's one haircut that has stood the test of soft layered bob, time, and flatters nearly every woman over 60, it's the soft layered bob. Elegant, easy to manage, and incredibly age-defying, this cut is more than just pretty, it's strategic. It brings softness back to the face, adds volume where time has taken it away, and works beautifully with natural grays or subtle highlights. So what exactly is a soft layered bob? Think of it as a chin-to-shoulder length cut with light, face-framing layers. It's designed to move. It avoids that stiff, boxy look and instead creates a natural flow that's both youthful and refined. The layers add subtle texture and volume, especially at the crown. That's important because as we age, hair tends to fall flat. This cut gives it that gentle lift without the need for constant teasing or heavy styling. The beauty of the soft layered bob is that it flatters almost every face shape. For oval faces, it adds dimension. For square or angular faces, the softness of the layers balances sharper lines. And for heart-shaped faces, it draws attention away from the chin and toward the eyes. It also works wonders for women with fine or thinning hair. The layers give the illusion of volume, especially when paired with a lightweight styling mousse or blow-drying with a round brush. And here's a tip. If your hair tends to be flat in the back, ask your stylist to slightly stack the layers in the rear. It creates instant fullness and makes your profile pop. Whether you've embraced your natural grey or love a bit of colour, this cut plays well with all shades. In fact, the layers actually help reflect light, giving grey or silver hair a luminous, youthful glow. Soft highlights around the face can also add dimension and a healthy warmth. But don't worry, this style doesn't rely on colour to look great. It works with your natural beauty, not against it. One of the best things about the layered bob is how low maintenance it is. You can air dry it for a casual tousled look or blow dry with a round brush for more volume and polish. Here's what I recommend. Use a lightweight volumizing spray at the roots, blow dry with a medium-sized round brush, and finish with a touch of smoothing serum on the ends. No flat irons, no fuss. And the best part, you only need to trim it every 6 to 8 weeks to keep the shape fresh. The soft layered bob is sophisticated, timeless, and easy to wear. It's proof that you don't need to go bold to make a statement. Sometimes subtle elegance speaks louder. If you're modern pixie, ready to shake things up a little and trade heavy styling for light, effortless chic, then meet your new best friend, the modern pixie cut. This isn't your grandmother's short haircut. Today's pixie is sleek, sculpted, and surprisingly versatile, designed to flatter the face, highlight your features, and radiate youthful confidence. So why does the pixie cut take years off your appearance? First, it lifts, literally. The cropped sides and volume on top create the illusion of a lifted face. That's key because gravity isn't exactly on our side after 60. Second, it frames the eyes and cheekbones, drawing focus to the most expressive, lively parts of your face. It carves away visual clutter and lets your natural beauty take center stage. And finally, it sends a message. You're not trying to blend in. You're comfortable, confident, and fully in charge of your look. The beauty of the pixie is that it's not a one-size-fits-all cut. You can go soft and feathery with longer layers on top for a more feminine look, or sleek and sculpted with a bold side part for something fashion-forward. A tousled pixie adds youthful energy, while a more refined version with longer bangs can soften the forehead and draw attention to the eyes. Pixie cuts are especially flattering on women with petite features, oval or heart-shaped faces, or high cheekbones. But don't let face shape stop you. Your stylist can always customize length and angles to suit you. This cut also says something about your spirit. It's for women who want simplicity, yes, but also boldness. It's for the woman who's not afraid to own her space. And let's be honest, it also saves a ton of time in the morning, which means more time for coffee, reading, or doing absolutely nothing. The modern pixie embraces your natural texture, whether you have soft waves, tight curls, or pin-straight strands. In fact, natural grey looks incredible in a pixie. Because the cut is short, grey or white tones actually look brighter and more intentional. And if you like colour, adding subtle highlights around the fringe can add warmth and glow. Pixies do require more frequent trims, every 4 to 6 weeks, to keep the shape sharp. But the trade-off? Minimal daily styling, effortless elegance, and a serious confidence boost. And remember, this cut isn't about cutting away femininity. It's about revealing it. There's nothing more attractive than a woman who's comfortable in her own skin and in her own hair. Up next, we'll look at a longer option that's soft, graceful, and full of movement. Perfect if you're not quite ready to go short, but still want a change that makes a difference. If you, shoulder-length shag with bangs, love the idea of softness, movement, and just the right touch of fun without sacrificing elegance, then the shoulder-length shag with bangs might be your perfect match. This cut is flattering, feminine, and wonderfully forgiving. It adds volume, hides forehead lines, and gives your entire face a lifted, refreshed look without going short. Let's break it down. A shoulder-length shag is essentially a mid-length haircut with graduated layers throughout the hair. It brings lightness and movement, especially around the face and crown. When paired with wispy or feathered bangs, this cut frames the eyes, softens the forehead, and draws attention away from sagging around the jawline or neck, making you appear naturally youthful and vibrant. This haircut is incredibly versatile and can be tailored to nearly every face shape. If your face is round or full, longer face-framing layers help elongate. For square faces, the feathered ends and curtain bangs add softness. If you have a long face, heavier bangs can bring balance. And for oval faces, well, you can really play with the texture. It's especially great for women who want to keep some length but don't want the weight or flatness that long, unlayered hair can bring after 60. As we age, our hair often becomes finer, thinner, or less responsive to styling. That's where the shag shines. The graduated layers create the illusion of thickness, and the bangs cover thinning at the hairline if needed. This cut also enhances your natural hair texture, whether that's a soft wave, loose curl, or even slightly frizzy. It doesn't fight your hair, it works with it. Many women fear bangs after 60, but they're actually one of the most strategic style choices you can make. They camouflage forehead lines, add softness, and draw attention to the eyes. You don't have to go blunt. Try side-swept or curtain bangs for a low-maintenance face-opening effect. They grow out gracefully and look chic even when a bit tousled. Here's the best part. This cut is easy to live with. The layers keep their shape even as they grow, and the style looks just as beautiful, air-dried with texture, as it does blown out. You'll want to refresh the bangs every 4 to 6 weeks and trim the overall cut every 8 to 10, but it's far less demanding than you'd think, and it always looks put together, even on a lazy hair day. From brunch to book club to weddings, this cut can go anywhere and do anything. Now that you've seen 3 distinct cuts that each offer something unique, how do you choose the one that's right for you? Coming up, a simple decision guide to help you find the best haircut for your face, lifestyle, and personality. Plus how to talk to your stylist so you get exactly what you want. You've explored how to ask the right questions, the best haircut options to look and feel younger. But here's the truth. Even the perfect haircut can miss the mark if you and your stylist aren't on the same page. That's why this next part is so important. Knowing what to ask and how to ask it can make the difference between a cut that simply looks good and one that transforms the way you feel. Before your appointment, take a few minutes to reflect. Ask yourself, what do I want this haircut to do for me? Do I want more volume on top? Am I trying to soften my features? Do I want something easier to manage? Do I want a style that works with my grays or hides thinning hair? Come prepared with answers to those questions and a few photos of styles you like. Not to copy, but to communicate your vision. Here are some phrases you can use to guide the conversation with clarity and confidence. I'm looking for a cut that makes me look refreshed, but still natural. My hair is thinning on top. Can we add volume with layers? I want bangs that hide my forehead lines, but I don't want them heavy. Can you suggest something that enhances my grey instead of covering it? I'm okay with going shorter, but I don't want anything too drastic. Notice these phrases are clear but not controlling. They invite your stylist to collaborate while keeping your needs front and center. Here are 4 essential questions every woman over 60 should ask before the first snip. How will this haircut work with my natural texture, curly, fine, wavy, etc.? How often will I need to maintain this cut? You want to know how many salon visits to expect. Will this style still work if I decide to stop coloring my hair? Great for women transitioning to natural grey. What products will help me style this easily at home? Because you shouldn't need a professional every day to look great. Remember, your stylist is your partner. When you clearly express what you need, whether it's low maintenance, a face-lifting effect, or a soft transition to grey, they can help you achieve a look that feels as good as it looks. And if your stylist doesn't listen, don't be afraid to find someone who does. You've earned the right to be heard, respected, and beautifully styled at any age. How to elevate your haircut. You've chosen a haircut that flatters your face, honors your lifestyle, and reflects your inner beauty. But there's something even more powerful than a great cut, and that's the way you carry it. Because true beauty after 60 isn't just about what's on your head, it's about what's in your heart, your posture, your energy. Let's talk about the little things that elevate your haircut from good to unforgettable. Eyewear. Your glasses frame your face just like your hair does. Choose frames that flatter your new cut, whether they're bold and modern or soft and sophisticated. Earrings and accessories. The right pair of earrings can make a short pixie pop or highlight the angles of a shaggy bob. Don't be afraid to experiment with color, metal, or shape. Makeup less is more. A subtle pop of color on the lips or a touch of blush on the cheeks can enhance your haircut and light up your entire face. A great haircut can lift your face, but confidence lifts everything else. Stand tall. Good posture can take years off your appearance. Chin up, shoulders back, own your presence. Smile gently. It sounds simple, but a warm smile is one of the most attractive things you can wear at any age. Energy. Energy speaks louder than words. When you walk into a room with quiet confidence and kindness, people notice. They remember that, and your haircut becomes part of a bigger story, your story. Here's something beautiful about this stage of life. You're no longer dressing for trends, you're dressing for truth. Let your haircut be the anchor for a look that feels uniquely yours, whether that's clean and classic, artsy and colorful, or soft and romantic. It's about expressing who you are. You don't need permission to feel stylish. You don't need to look younger to be magnetic. What you need is alignment between who you are inside and how you show up in the world. So yes, the right haircut can make you look 10 years younger. But what makes you ageless? That's the way you love yourself, care for yourself, show up, shine and own your story. Because you are not invisible. You are radiant, wise, stylish, and fully in your power. Hair is just the beginning. So there you have it. 3 haircuts that don't just flatter your features or take years off your appearance. They remind the world, and you, that aging is not about fading. It's about evolving. You've earned every strand of wisdom, every line of laughter, and every ounce of confidence. The right haircut simply brings it forward. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these styles spoke to your spirit? Are you ready to try something bold or keep it soft and subtle? If this video inspired you, give it a like. It helps others find it too. And if you believe in aging with grace, beauty, and boldness, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of empowered women over 60. Remember, you're not trying to look 30. You're embracing the powerful, radiant woman you are right now, and that is ageless beauty.